Ida for telling my sister the reason her daughter always wants to be at my house is because of how dysfunctional her household is. My sister got married 2.5-ish years ago and blended her daughter, 7, and her husband's son, 12, and daughter, 10, together. Or at least they have tried/wanted to. But it hasn't worked out that way. My sister's daughter had a pretty awful father and he died when she was a baby. My sisters defended a lot from him until she'd had enough 5 months into her pregnancy and left. So she's not known for making the best decisions all the time, even with support, and she had a lot of it. Her husband's kids don't know their mom, but she's alive and out there somewhere but doesn't want to know them. I'm not entirely sure how long my sister and her husband were together before they got married, but around 2 years would be my guess. Anyway, it was pretty clear pre-wedding that her husband's kids were not happy at the idea of blending families. They always seemed so hostile when talking to my sister or any of us, me, parents, other siblings. They would glare at my sister's daughter for no reason other than she was in their line of sight. At the wedding they kept moving away from everyone and were saying mean things to my sister's daughter when they were asked to sit or stand together. When corrected they would tell whoever to shut up. They also never wanted to play with the other kids in our family, even the kids the same age as them. In the time my sister and her husband have been married, my niece has heard that nobody wants her, that the kids would rather die than sit next to her at dinner, that she's not their sibling and they hate her, that her step-siblings would rather be grounded than be in the car at the same time as her, that they'd rather be punished than pass her something, say she wants the salt or whatever. It happens when they're out too. I was with them once and the oldest said he was not sitting next to her. Looked very disgusted at the very idea of it. They also try to say she smells bad. They act like the other is being punished when sitting next to her. They leave and turn their backs to her and shut her out that way. I started asking my sister if her daughter could come to play with my friends and my wife, and I have loved having her. She comes once or twice a week now and she always wants to come more. My sister is starting to get annoyed by it. And she asked me yesterday why her daughter is always so eager to be at my house and why she'd rather be at my house than home. I told her it's because her household is dysfunctional and she has been repeatedly reminded two people don't want her there and actively go out of their way to hurt her feelings. I said no kid wants that. She asked me how I could judge and then told me it's really none of my business to comment like that. I reminded her that she asked. She shut down and stormed off. Ida,